Hello, hello, dear Aries, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for joining me here. I am doing October, November, December. Even though we are in the month of October already, let's look at the last quarter of 2022, my dear friends, and I will be extending these readings. These are general and love readings, but will be specifically in the extended looking into love. Okay, so Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and North Node in Aries. Dear Spirit, what is going on from now until the end of the year, specifically October, November, and December for Aries? Aries, moving forward until the end of the year. Okay, Aries. So let's look at October. We've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. November, Page of Swords, Four of Cups, and December, Eight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Generally for Aries, we've got the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is the general energy. Let's take more cards. What's going on with you emotionally in the month of October, November, and December for Aries, dear Spirit? October. Where is Aries emotionally? The end of a tough cycle approaches. November. We've got a fiery climax approaches. Full moon in Aries. So you've got a couple of full moons. You are wrapping something up. You are wrapping something up. Okay. And the top cards that have come through for me. Okay, I needed to take two cards. Cool. Okay, so we've got You Are Good Enough, full moon in Virgo, and Believing the Impossible, blue moon. Three full moons you've got. So you are wrapping something up. There is no doubt about that. So let's look at Whispers in Love. I will put the cards that I'm using beneath the video. So what's going on in matters pertaining to love for Aries, October, November, and December? Aries, October. November. And what about in December, dear Spirit, for Aries? I love you, the card says. Interesting. Okay, let's take a fairy tarot card for each month as well for more clarity for Aries, dear Spirit. And we'll be looking into each of the months moving forward. So October. Queen of Pentacles. November for Aries. November for Aries. Nine of Cups. And the month of December. The Nine of Wands. And let's take an astrology card and see astrologically how Aries is affected the next 3 months. So air element and communicating. November. Jupiterius. What did I just say? Oh my God. Jupiterius. Jupiterius. Unbelievable what the mind can come up with. Sagittarius, and this is Jupiter. I see. Eighth house and endings, you know, and beginnings, obviously. Now I'm going to take a message from the spirit of the animals. This is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle, just in case you were wondering. The Spirit of the Animals Oracle for Aries for the next 3 months. Here we are, and we will look at that last. We will take some LaVera Sibilla in the for each month. Let's see what's going on. Okay, first of all, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles in the month of October could be anything to do with something that's stable, that's beginning, very promising. Ace of Pentacles is always connected to money, so it's a gift from Spirit, obviously. Something that could be quite grounding for you, or something that you've been hoping for, because the Eight of Wands does speak to vocation, and obviously those love arrows from Cupid can speak to love messages as well, but also a possible new beginning could be with an earth sign, possibly. A potential is here, but some of you could also be thinking of some sort of movement, flight travel, sending those messages out, those love messages as well. Eight of Wands, you could be receiving love messages, if not you sending them. There is a lot of communication we see here. Okay, so you're dealing with an air element, so obviously Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Okay, there's a lot of communication here. We've also got the Queen of Pentacles here, which speaks of a generous person, someone that's gracious and practical and stylish. Queen of Pentacles is a mother. Many times she's very experienced in the realm of money. She could work in a bank. She could be just someone that's providing stability to someone else. She could be a boss. This could be another side to you, of course, unless you are receiving an offer from another earth sign. It's asking that you be practical with respect to how you proceed. There's also something about beautifying something. I don't know if some of you are hoping to, this could be a potential purchase, possibly also. It could be connected to career, to something that you're hoping to create. This is also someone who could be helping you and your dreams come true. Right, Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, possibly. Okay, so there's a lot of communication, possibly with an earth sign. There's generosity. This could also be a gift. Remember, the Queen of Pentacles holds the Ace of Pentacles. So this is what she's focusing on. Her money, her ability to give stability. For those of you that are mothers or fathers out there, this is something very promising that could be, I mean, it's pointing towards the future. Something that is promised here, but it does involve, it involves communication. So, you know, some of you could be just thinking of accepting something that is on offer. There's a gift here. There's a lot to do with communication and a possible needing to end a cycle before you can begin this new cycle, possibly as well. So something is in the works here for sure. Here it speaks of the end of a tough cycle approaches with a full moon in Capricorn. So I'm wondering, because we've also got the Ten of Swords here and lots of full moons, so you are wrapping something up. Now Capricorn, whatever's going on in Capricorn for you, it sort of challenges you, because this is Capricorn and Aries. You know, they're the same sort of, they've got the same sort of idealism in that it's all about newness and starting. You know, cardinal energy is all about moving forward, initiating beginnings. So obviously, to have a new beginning, there's got to be something that you're wrapping up here. But you're wrapping up a tough cycle, which is what I like to see in the month of October. Where love is concerned, physical touch is important, it says. For some of us, nothing is more important than a tender touch. This might include a pat on the back or giving a hug to someone who needs it. So this doesn't 100% speak only about love. A pat on the back would come to you from a Capricorn. I don't know if this is a boss. The Queen of Pentacles could be someone that is above you, where you work, or this could be recognition from someone, possible also promotion. Possible promotion. So that pat on the back could also be a financial gains or rewards. What I get from this card is maybe for some of you, someone's been sort of quite stern. I get the Capricorn energy here, which is Saturnian. This could be someone that is above you where business is concerned. This could come from a parent or someone that's more mature that you're dealing with. So someone that was sort of more cold. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, so they're not passionate, they're more practical than what Aries is. So if this is a love situation, remember, I'm not reading reversals here. So this could be, what I'm getting is that someone's been closed off and more cold, even with air. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius, I would say more than likely, where someone's been sort of cold towards you, whether it's a business relationship or a romantic relationship, or just someone who is an elder for you. They've sort of been closed off where their emotions are concerned. Now, you can always flip the messages around, okay, because this could be you as well. But what I get is that there's going to be a change here, which will bring the end of a tough cycle. Something is completing here, because it says here, nothing is more important than a tender touch. And a tender touch could mean, if not a tender touch, then it could be an act of love, an act of, an emotional connection, whether it's someone giving you flowers or giving you a pat on the back or saying you've done a good job, and not only a pat on the back, but also, showing you the money. So a promotion obviously comes with more money. So this is like recognition. You have recognition in the month of October that you've done a good job. Or someone emotionally is just opening up much more to you. That's what I get. So there's a sense more of stability for you, because the Queen of Coins, now she's a mother. Some of you could be, possibly, some of you maybe, you maybe have come out of divorce and you're a mother with children, right? So maybe even you've been closed off from dating or from, starting a new romantic cycle, being open to that because of pain and wounding from the past, possibly. But I do see here there's possible also a new beginning where social media is concerned. So someone may be being open, right? That's what I'm getting here in the month of October. So what's going on in the month of November for Aries? So we've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords. We've got the Four of Cups. Page of Swords we know is a messenger. And Page of Swords could also be someone that could be checking you out on social media. It is Gemini energy. We do have Gemini Sagittarius here. So both these energies speak to, obviously, communication, like truth. Gemini is talking, chatting. And my dear Aries, your ruling planet is in Gemini. So there'll be a lot of communication, a lot of curiosity. This could be also someone returning from your past. Doesn't have to be a romantic offer. It could be connected to siblings or bad blood pertaining to the past, connected to siblings or a relative or something like that. Because the Four of Cups, remember, it does speak to home. It speaks to the family in the past. We do see in this deck here, the Gilded Reverie deck, this is the Royale. That he's focusing on that Ace of Cups. So this hand of Spirit is giving you like a second chance. There's been missed chances in the past to communicate, to speak truthfully. There's been some sort of lesson here. But this offer that comes in will bring a lot of happiness to you because remember the Four of Cups comes after the Three. And the Three of Cups does speak to third parties. It speaks to a possible reconciliation or a celebration. Someone's seen something now. This could also possibly be an apology that's coming through, which is going to be a wish fulfillment for you. Nine of Summer, wishes come true, dreams fulfilled, a magical time of life, says the Fairy Tarot. So there's going to be some sort of a message which will indicate missed chances, second chances, something connected to the home, to your emotional happiness. Someone has seen the truth now. This could also be connected to injustices or there was some sort of lesson. This could also connect to a learning process or anything to do with education and a teacher. So the student and the teacher. Many times we play a certain role. We take the role of the student and then with the tables turn and we turn into the teacher. But here someone has gotten the wisdom. They see that there is more luck, more positivity, more optimism here because of the Nine of Cups here, I'm going to say, which is a possible wish card. Love makes the difference. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth and importance. And it is a number 31, which does equal a 4. Fours, again, speak to the home. Speaks to the past, possibly. Could also speak to the mother. Any reconciliation, possibly, with someone who could be a mother figure. Right, we see possibilities here in October. And then here there's like much happiness. Love makes the difference. If this is not romance, then this says that someone is coming from a place of love. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth and importance. Some of you are seeing that, yes, you are worthy of love, of support, of emotional support, but also that someone is valuing you at this time. A fiery climax approaches, a full moon in Aries. Again, a completion of a cycle. Fiery means passionate. It means fire is full of life. Remember that Sagittarius and Jupiter, I should say. Jupiter it gave light to humanity, brought civilization to humanity. And light does speak to life. It speaks to wisdom. So this could be a very strong month. And remember, fire does speak to desire, passion, and action. Full moon in Aries means that someone is having the guts to speak their truth. And this will jumpstart a possible new cycle. Remember, it's Aries, it's the beginning. Okay? Okay. All right, let's look at December. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So some of you could also be dealing with a Sagittarius. We've got Sag, we've got water. Aries is your energy more than likely. We've got Sagittarius, Gemini, and quite a bit of water. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio here in the month of November. Let's look at December. December, we've got the Eight of Pentacles, which does speak to work and what you do daily in your life, what you're putting effort into. We've got the Ten of Swords, which is the ending of a heavy cycle of the darkness. The Ten of Swords does speak to a betrayal, but it's getting to the end of anything hard connected to work or connected to what you were putting effort into. Now, we know that this is a lot to do with what you do well, right? This is you fine-tuning your art. It's the Virgo card, which speaks to perfectionism. Some of you may be ending perfectionism, or you've been dealing with someone that is a perfectionist. Maybe this is what is changing here, because we've also got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands does speak to having been through a lot, but still standing, right? It also speaks to a possible someone having put up a wall, right? Having put up a wall. It's like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm needing to end something that was really hard for me. It is connected to work. It could be connected to your money. It could be connected to perfectionism. Because we've got wands here, and wands is, you know, this is what you desire. You are fire. Protect the fruits of your labors. So someone protecting themselves off, shutting themselves off. Prepare for possible challenges that lie ahead. Environmental conservation. So someone is in preparation. They're doing the work, ready to close up a cycle. Eighth house. Now, eighth house, endings and beginnings. The eighth house speaks to Scorpio. And Scorpio is also money that comes through from another source, if not from where, you know, from you. It could be, you know, possible endings of income coming through from a partner, from a bank, a loan, debt, taxes. It speaks to endings and new beginnings. It is a 5, which speaks of changes. Remember that the Ten of Swords turns into the Ace of Swords, obviously. So you've got the potential of the wisdom. Remember, the Ace of Swords is also like, it's a double-edged sword. And it does say protect your fruits, the fruits of your labor. So what you've been working on, you need to protect yourself. Use your intelligence, use your wisdom, because the Ace of Swords does speak to wisdom. It speaks to having the truth. So anything pertaining to truth, maybe something will be shown to you that was hidden here as well. Prepare for possible challenges, and I said changes, that lie ahead. Nine of Wands, this is the end of the burden again. This is a restart. You are good enough. Some of you are letting go of people that have not valued you as well. You are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. So again, the ending of perfectionism, I'm going to say, But perfectionism also maybe will bring the impossible. Believe in the impossible blue moon. Something that you do not expect is going to happen. And I'm going to say that something maybe that it felt like betrayal to you, or backstabbing, or something that you needed to protect yourself from. This is ending, and this is opening up, though, to new possibilities for you. And we've got I love you here. These are very important words. So you are going to hear these very important words. I don't know if it's coming from, could be, Virgo is quite strong in your reading. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, which could be a Virgo. Let's take some Sibillas. I'd like to take some Sibillas and see what's going on. So let's look at October for a minute. Back to October. I'm wondering if this is the end of, some of you are sort of, something that you've started a few months ago that you were challenged by, and this is pertaining to a career more than likely. I feel as though that was a possibility that's going to show up at the end of the month. So I don't know if this is you working for someone, for another company here, and then going it alone, getting out there and doing, getting into something of your own. So becoming an entrepreneur, there's going to be an impossible, an exceptionally good possibility of something that you never believed could possibly happen. So I love you here where matters of love are concerned, right? We're talking about physical touch. Here we're talking about love makes the difference. And here is the openness of I love you. So this is like transitioning. Let's look at the Ace of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. We've got leggerezza. So leggerezza does speak to lightness of being or transformative energies. A sense of freedom here. It is connected sexually as well. There's a sexual connotation, but it speaks to metamorphosis and change. Remember, the end of a tough cycle approaches, so I don't know if some of you are starting to feel a little bit more free, lightweight. We've got Fortuna, so this is like the Wheel of Fortune here. This does speak to a possible success here, and a change in the air. Again, it's like Sagittarian energy, which Sagittarius is also here. Let's take a couple of cards for November. We've got Constanza, so something unchanging, and we've got Nemico, Il Nemico, the enemy. Looks like the animosity is going away here. But there's still issues pertaining to trust here with a domestico. Or this is someone that, where there was no trust, there is help now. So this is probably what you're thinking. This is absolutely unbelievable, and it's a blue moon, which doesn't happen very often. And we've got the Prigione, Nine of Swords and the Ten of Swords. My goodness. So leaving the year with a bang here with a Prigione for sure, which is Capricorn energy. The Prigione, though, is feeling blocked, or, sort of, because the Nine of Wands and the Nine of Swords, quite similar. This is probably something that you felt contained. Something, it's like a fork in the road in December, which you've been battling with the last 3 months of the year, which with the help of the endings and new beginnings, the Scorpio card, this is what will probably go, but we'll come back to that in a moment. So air element and communication. So there is a change in the wind here. As I said again, something that is promised here, and there's generosity. So you've started something here. There's a lot of communication, but there's a sense of sort of like a feeling of detachment and a lack of physical touch, which needs to change, and it is changing because of Fortuna. So Fortuna is like the wheel of fortune, the wheel of fate, which changes things. It brings endings and new beginnings, but also your luck is changing. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I do see the month of October as quite positive here. There will be a lot of communication. There will be a lot of action. So we've got a lot of fire and air there, but also where fire, which is our thought process, our perception, there is a lot of desire to move forward, to create, to communicate, something stable, something that will give you a sense of safety and security, whether it's financial or whether it is where love is concerned. Now remember, earth signs, if you are dealing with an earth sign or even an air sign, or even a Scorpio, I'm going to say here, possibly with the Leggerezza, and Capricorn is more prominent where earth is concerned. They're not very emotionally open, right? So pay attention to that, because as things change here, there is an understanding that there will be some openness here, especially with that Eight of Wands, where things are changing and someone is opening up, or there's just a lot of communication and your life is transforming. There's more lightness of being here. You feel as though your luck is changing. And November seems to be like a fiery climax. It's like a peak moment where, I mean, you've got the Ten of Cups here. Here is the Ten of Wands, right? The Leggerezza. It's like the Ten of Wands, which actually turns into the Ace. So again, it's creative energy. What is it that you're creating? What is it that you desire? And here we've got the Ten of Cups, which is, Ten of Cups is something unchanging, something that's quite stable, right? So where your emotions are concerned, where your happiness is concerned, it's like something is unchanging here. Someone that was there will always be there, or something that you've always, something that always brought you bliss and happiness will always be there. The negativity, the self-doubt with the Il Nemico. This could also be any competitive energies as well, or because we've got a fiery climax approaches, here, which says that it's more about that fire and that desire. And fire does speak to change as well, or the ability to create. So here we've got any competition moving away, or there's some sort of a change here, because the Il Nemico, he holds a snake in his hand. Now, the snake can also speak to fear, or a fear of intimacy. Again, it's that Scorpio energy here. And I'm going to say, yes, also sexual intimacy. Now we've got the I see, which that's what Sagittarius card speaks of. So you're going to see, you're going to understand maybe that you've been going through a tough lesson, or something that you've always hoped for that brought you happiness is still there. Or if the timing wasn't right, then you've got missed chances coming back. But this time, what is the difference is that the offer that's coming in here for you is coming through from love, with love. Love can help heal past hurts and provides a sense of security, self-worth, and importance. So you're seeing here that, yes, you are important. Yes, that you are worthy. So any self-doubt is what is going away here in the month of November. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Now, also here at the end of the year, December, the domestico, which is supposedly someone that is close to you and in your periphery, he's the butler. So there to serve you, to help you. Sometimes there's distrust with the domestico, but it's got to do with someone that's in your periphery. Is it someone that you work with? Is it someone that you, and you know, there could also be misunderstandings here because of secrecy, because of third parties, right? We see the Nine of Wands is like someone protecting themselves, protecting their best interests, let's say. It does say protect the fruits of your labor. So it feels as though there's some sort of, or I think that this is your misconception, your misunderstanding, that something that you feared would be really heavy and difficult for you, that sort of gave you, like, you know, those roadblocks, those forks in the road. This will come to an end because full moon in Virgo, full moon is like, remember, full moons are endings, but also they do give us the light of where there was darkness and misunderstandings, right? A full moon is where the moon takes the light of the sun. Therefore, you've got the ability to read between the lines. Virgo is all about those small details, but also Virgo can be quite discerning. You've got the ability to see more clearly, read between the lines. Now, where someone's been sort of nitpicky and finger pointing, remember also that Virgo does provide service. So because there is motherly love and there's purification where Virgo energy is concerned. So I feel that where you're in December, where you're fearing the worst, the best is coming through. And you get the appreciation of I love you. So believe in the impossible. A blue moon doesn't happen every day. And this, when I was talking about intimacy and love, it says 8th house, endings and beginnings. If you are dealing with a Scorpio individual, Scorpio does not open up very easily. Remember, Scorpio and Aries, they match very much because they're both ruled by Mars. So they both match each other where desire is concerned. Scorpio may be a little bit deeper, but there is an ending and a new beginning. And the new beginning begins with the words, I love you, dear Aries. Don't forget those words. You've got second chances here. The I love you card is a number 20, which is like the judgment card, right? And judgment is resurrection. It's like something that you felt you could not manifest, you doubted yourself, is going to be manifested. So we've got Capricorn, Aries, and Virgo. So where there's been beginnings, right, cardinal energies, new beginnings, Virgo is all about perfection and sort of mutating, mutation and change is happening. There's lots of beginnings, you know, coming towards the end of the year for you. But Spirit asks you that you go with the flow, that you go with the changes right? Because maybe you're also holding yourself back with the Prigione, which is very much the Saturnian energy, right? Now, this also speaks to obligations or restrictions or timing, or maybe also that you are proving your integrity, that you are someone that is good enough, that is pure, that is true, and you will reap those rewards from Spirit, because it's as though you've gone through the test. You've stood up and you've courageously overcome here through your intelligence, through your hard work, your perseverance, your ability to discern, to work very hard, and to provide service to others. It looks like Spirit is gifting back to you. All right, so even where love is concerned, you end up with the I love you card. So whoever's been frigid or not able to open up emotionally, and I don't know if some of you are dealing possibly also with the Three of Wands, looks like your ship is here. So what you've worked towards, or what you're working towards, I mean, the Three of Wands does speak to the ability to expand, right? But also physical distance, dealing with someone that is at a physical distance, possibly also taking your vocation and what you're creating, taking it to the next level up. Remember, after the Nine of Wands comes the 10, which again, it's like the 10 of Wands is here, so the potential is here. So that's why I said that there's something about October and December. It's like you're coming back to the drawing board and like perfecting something, or maybe breaking out and going it alone, even where business is concerned. Let's see what Spirit has for you. And we will, as I said, look into love more prominently and more closer in for the next 3 months. Dear and love, be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. See the light in all things. Acknowledge your self-worth and grace. So again, the word love comes up. Be gentle with yourself. You heal with the power of love. It looks like someone is going to be healing you or healing those wounds of yours. It could be a motherly figure, could be someone that you're connected to that is very protective of you as well. If it's not a mother, it could be a father, or it could be a partner that is someone that's there for you, that will provide you with that stability as well. Yeah, that's what I have for you, dear Aries. All right, I want to thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. As I said, if you are, if this is your reading, you want more clarity on love in the next 3 months, do join us. We've got the link beneath this video. Thank you so much. You get the extended link through joining us on Patreon or purchasing it from my website. Thank you, dear Aries. Love and light to you always. Ta-da.